Here's a nightmare scenario for a home seller. Now just imagine you've just put your home on the market and you're still living in it, and that's true of many home sellers. You've been awake for maybe an hour on a Monday morning, and you're rushing to get yourself ready for work, your kids off to school, the dog fed, the house cleaned up. Suddenly the doorbell rings, and there's a couple of potential buyers standing on your doorstep. Wow, 9 in the morning. They just happened to see the for sale sign as they were passing by. The house is a mess. You don't have time to let them in. You don't have time to show them through the house and then head to school and work afterwards. Not to mention the fact that you have a couple of dogs that you're going to have to put in the kennel. Really, you are just not ready to show the house at that time, and yet here are these people on your doorstep. What do? Well, you would certainly have every right to feel upset. The for sale sign doesn't mean knock on the door or ring the bell and ask for a tour. It means call the agent listed on the sign, ask to have a tour set up, or if you have an agent of your own, call them and have them set up the appointment. This is just one of the examples of what happens when people don't follow the rules of showing and looking at homes. Did you even know that there was etiquette involved in touring homes, whether they're occupied or not? Well, not everybody does know that, so that's why I'm here to kind of educate you a little bit. I want to teach you how to be an expert home buyer by practicing good home tour etiquette. So I have 9 really important rules. They're not difficult, they're really common sense, but you'd be amazed by how many people don't think about some of these things. So, have you ever been guilty of breaking any of these? I probably did when I was first starting out as a home buyer. Anyway, first, always schedule appointments in advance to view homes, whether they're occupied or not. If you don't have an agent to do this for you, you can do 2 things. You can reach out to the listing agent, or you can find yourself an agent, but please don't bother the homeowner. I'm an agent in the Boise, Idaho area, and of course I'm always happy to show homes here in Boise. Okay, number 2, you have got to respect the homeowner's privacy. You need to treat the home as if it were your own. In fact, treat it better than it were your own. You're a guest in someone's home. Even though you may be looking to buy it, you are still a guest. And they have a right to expect that their privacy will be respected and that the home will be in the same shape it was when you finish your tour as it was when it began. And I think that's a very fair thing to ask. It's their home. They have a right to expect that it will be kept in good shape. So please, don't bring pets into the home. If you have a service animal, let your agent know so that he or she can work out the showing details with the homeowner's listing agent ahead of time. Please don't simply show up at the appointment with your pet or your service animal and expect that you're going to be allowed in. Remember, some homeowners are allergic to dogs, so there could be an issue. Be respectful of the homeowner's personal belongings and their privacy. Don't open drawers or doors in pieces of furniture that don't stay with the home. It's okay to open kitchen cabinets because we all want to see whether or not the cabinet doors are soft close, and yeah, we're kind of interested to see what they eat, but don't go digging through the owner's chest of drawers. And please stay out of the medicine cabinet in the bathroom. You'd be amazed how many people open medicine cabinets and poke around in there. And by the way, if you're selling your own home, put your medicines away before showings. Okay, number 3, taking photos and especially videos can be problematic. The listing agent probably put good photos on the listing anyway, and that's online, so there shouldn't be any reason to take more photos. If you do want to take photos, or let's say make a video for a family member who's unable to attend the viewing, or maybe even to do like a Facebook Live video, be sure to get permission through your agent well ahead of time. Okay, so Facebook Live, other real-time remote viewing, those are really handy when buyers are out of state, but you have to set it up ahead of time. Number 4, don't overstay your welcome. Be mindful of the scheduled time for the viewing. avoid staying longer than necessary, as the owner probably has a schedule that they need to meet. They may need to come back home, get ready to go to work. And of course, there could be another viewing scheduled right after yours. So if your agent says we have 15 minutes at this house, be on time, see the house, and then we'll be gone. All right, number 5, this is super important for you. Be careful not to discuss the home, good or bad, and especially not the price while you're on the property. And this is regardless of whether or not the homeowners are present, because remember, recording devices and video cameras are everywhere nowadays. Alexa, Siri, nanny cams, Ring doorbells, the whole shebang. You don't want to offend the owners in case you decide to make an offer on the home, and you definitely don't want them to hear you saying, "Oh, honey, I just love this home. I will gladly pay $50,000 over the asking price." If they hear you say that and you put in an offer, they're going to negotiate hard to get that extra $50,000. So wait till you're back in your car or at your agent's office before having these kinds of discussions. And by the way, Ring doorbells, they can hear you quite a long ways away from the home. Oh, don't show up in your pajamas. I once had one of my sellers call me to say she was watching the showing agent and their client on her Ring doorbell as they arrived for the appointment. Both the agent and the client were wearing their pajamas. I really had a hard time believing that until I saw the video myself, but there they were in their pajamas. Okay, number 6. I know this one's going to be tough and a little bit controversial, but you need to leave younger children at home so that you, the adults, can really focus on the house itself. If you must bring children, you need to keep them within your sight at all times. There could be hazards that you don't know about in the house. Don't let them climb on the furniture. Don't let them use the toilet. Don't let them get into the owner's belongings, and please keep them away from the swimming pool, the trampoline, or any other potential hazards. Number 7, try to stay together as a group within the home. Don't let different parties separate and wander off in different directions. It'll be helpful to your agent if you all stay together, because he or she has to take responsibility for the home while they're showing it, and they may have things they want to tell you about the home as you go through it all together as a group. Okay, number 8, this one's kind of hard to remember sometimes, but you need to leave doors, gates, windows exactly as you found them. If they were locked, lock them behind you. If they were open, leave them open. Do watch out for the owner's pets and don't let the pets out. And please, don't try to pet or play with the owner's animals unless you've been given permission by the owner. Okay, you wouldn't believe how many times I've seen that particular rule ignored. Number 9, finally, follow instructions. If the homeowner asks that you take off your shoes or wear booties in the home, please do it. If the homeowner wants you and your agent to sign in at an open house, please do it. And finally, if they are requesting that visitors wear masks, again, please do it. Their home, their rules. I'm sure you'd feel the same if it was your home that they were visiting. For more on the home buying process, take a look at this next video. Thank you.